Swim to it.
Welcome back to the Express at the Mini Sun Run. Now, as you mentioned earlier, this course is 2.5 kilometers. So imagine going a full 42K in a marathon. Intense. Obviously, you need to have proper training. So up next, the founder of the Running Room, John Stanton, is sharing some tips from his new book, Running, the Complete Guide to Building Your Running Program.
One of the most grueling tests of human endurance demands preparation, says the man who wrote the book on running.
Step number one, get a good pair of shoes, because good footwear will allow you to continue your sport without being injured, and that's always important.
Then start slow.
In running, there's a variety of runs that we do. The long, slow distance, I call it LSD, of the good variety. And that should be done at what we call a conversation pace. We should be able to comfortably carry on a conversation. If we're doing something like a strength workout or speed workout, we should be near our anaerobic threshold, which means that we have difficulty talking, but we could still talk. And then for speed sessions, we should be doing those high-intensity workouts 1 day per week, each one of those, but only 1 day per week should we do those. And then during those workouts, you don't want to talk. Those are high-quality, shorter distances.
And don't forget about those hills.
What hill training does is it overloads our muscles, it overloads our cardiovascular system, and it makes us stronger.
Strength and speed sessions should last about 20 to 30 minutes, and all of your runs should involve intervals.
We always need to do combinations of stress and rest. That's what intervals are. When we do our long runs, we do combinations of running and walking. If we're doing a hill repeat session, that's where we're going to build up our strength. We do hard up the hill, easy down the hill. If we're doing speed sessions, we'll do a hard interval where we run really hard, and then we'll jog till we recover.
Another practical tip, keep it fun to keep on track.
Get some buddies and either join a clinic or get a group together, because sometimes the positive peer pressure of training with other people, not only does it make it more fun training, but you're also committed to that group.
And just as there is in preparation, the actual race requires a clearly defined plan of attack.
Think of the race as 3 parts. The first part you want to think of as being incredibly, slow when you're out there. The pace should be slow. In the middle, it'll feel like those training runs when you're out there and everything's smooth and fluid and you're just cruising along. And the final third, you're having to dig deep in order to maintain the pace. If you do that, you're going to run at a nice even pace. And if you run even pace, you'll run your optimally best time.
Most importantly, after the race is over, give yourself a pat on the back.
Running benefits us in all phases of our lives. You know, we take control of ourselves physically and mentally. We become stronger, we have more confidence in what we're doing, we're healthier, we're fitter, we sleep better, we handle stress better. It also allows us to approach our lives like we do the marathon. We do it in 1 step at a time, 1 training day at a time, and it provides us the confidence that we can do anything.
In Vancouver, I'm Peter Kim for The Express.
Believe it or not, John used to smoke 2 packs a day. He turned his life around after doing a fun run like this one with his kids and realizing he needed to make a lifestyle change. Awesome story. Now up next, we meet an award-winning New Westminster bodybuilder and personal trainer who is about to face her biggest and most challenging test of strength at the Relay for Life.
You start to go too short, and you're not going to get a full range of motion.
Tina Derbyshire is a personal trainer. Barb has been her client for over a year.
She's very tough. She takes you past what you think you can do, but it's a gradual. You will do it, and it's hard.
She's also a natural bodybuilder and competed in the World Championships last year.
Just after I started to train for my competition, a month later, I found out that my sister, who had just battled and won against lung cancer, was diagnosed with brain cancer. She supported me, while I was doing my training, and I supported her during her chemotherapy. I got a phone call 4 days before my competition and basically said, it's time to come.
She left and waited by her sister Kim's bedside.
It's just amazing what that disease does to people. Like, I didn't even recognize my own sister, who's only 3 years older than I am. It really did hurt to see her so helpless. I just needed to do whatever I could to make her comfortable. So I'd have to say that was my best time with her. Yeah.
Tina left Kim to compete and won the championships.
I love you, Kim, and hang in there. That was the same day that I was in Montreal competing for the World Championship, which I won. Unfortunately, 11:35 that night was when I got the phone call that my sister had passed away.
Today, Tina is training for the Relay for Life to honor her sister.
Relay for Life is a fun and inspirational event where teams of up to 15 people run or walk around a track, usually all night long, to help put an end to cancer.
The relay started in Tacoma, Washington in 1985 and was adopted by the Canadian Cancer Society in 2002. It takes place all over North America, and over 25,000 participated in BC last year.
Relay for Life is different from other cancer fundraisers because it offers an opportunity for everybody to take part. It doesn't matter your fitness level, your age, or even if you have cancer right now.
I'm not stopping. Not if I can't help it. You know, I'm going to do everything I can to be on there the whole time, right through the night. It's going to be quite an experience.
Tina is probably one of the feistiest relay participants I've come across.
Tina will not just be thinking about her sister Kim while she's on the track, but also about all those still fighting.
I want people to come away after this event feeling that we're fighting for a reason. I want people to come away with it knowing that, you know, there's hope and we're fighting for a cure.
In New Westminster, I'm Melanie Panetta for The Express.
It's not too late to sign up for the Relay for Life. To find out more information, go to the Canadian Cancer Society's website. That's cancer.ca. You'll get a full list of communities and dates. And if you're super keen, you can partake in a whole bunch of Relays for Life. Now stay with us because you're watching our Express on the Run special. We've got more community and competition still to come. Up next, the lasting effects of the mini sun run.
We know that physical activity helps with confidence.
Half of running is the muscles you have in your legs. The other half is what kind of cardio system you've got to work with.
Training secrets from UBC's track superstar. The Express. This is your local voice. Welcome back to the Express at the Shaw Mini Sun Run. Such an awesome day, isn't it, Sandy? And so exciting to see all these kids out here and active.
With their parents, out early on a Sunday morning on a beautiful day. What a better thing to do?
It's so awesome, and it's obviously so important. Like, you know better than anybody the importance of getting kids out, getting them active at a young age. Why is it so important?
Well, you know, not only for them to get a relationship with their physical body, but really, we know that physical activity helps with confidence.
When we're talking about kids being active, are there any guidelines about how much they should be exercising or how little?
Really the same as adults. It's about progressive overload, so it's starting at one level and gradually increasing your levels of fitness.
And as a mom yourself, I bet you know how important it is for the parents to be a big role in that.
Absolutely. You know, parents are great role models for their children, and to bring them out to an event like this, for them to get up early on a Sunday morning to come out here really shows, first, the kids that there's other events that are going on and how fun it can be to be out with a bunch of people and doing this, and just, you know, giving them the exposure.
Okay, so we all agree it's important to be active and stay active, and from there you never know where it might take you. Some run for fun, some run to win. Up next, we meet a UBC student who went from being a recreational runner to being the top half marathon runner in her league. Now she's getting ready for her first full marathon.
There's just something that comes with running that I don't get from anywhere else.
That's why University of British Columbia student Nellie Amanyogbe took her passion for running to a competitive level by joining the school's track team this year.
She approached me that she's a UBC student and she would like to come and train with the group. And at the beginning she wasn't, running that fast, but she is such a committed athlete.
And Nellie's commitment is paying off. She's ranked first in the half marathon, qualifying her to compete in the NAIA Championships.
Right now I'm training towards the full marathon. It'll be my first one. That will be like the final track and field national championships down in Indiana. I definitely have a lot of anxiety and really high expectations of myself there.
And in order to meet her expectations, Nellie's training for the championships on and off the track.
Half of running is the muscles you have in your legs. The other half is what kind of cardio system you've got to work with. That's what I use the bike for, and all of the weights and core you do, it just helps your posture, because I suppose when you're running it's really good to have upper body frame strength.
In preparation for a 3-hour race, Nellie's workouts aren't limited to land.
Something like swimming, where your body's just working really hard for a long time, gets used to being there 5 times a week.
And she's hoping to push herself towards a record-breaking time at her upcoming meet.
It is a competition. A lot of people approach the marathon to complete it. I am here to compete. I would definitely like to place in the top 3, and of course, yeah, definitely like to win.
The goal, what we set is to break the NIA record, and I believe she can do it, which won't be easy in the first year, but if the weather is right, if it's not too hot, and the course is relatively fast, I'm pretty sure this year or within next year she'll get that record. It's
a bit of pressure. For such a long distance, you just don't know what's going to happen. It's a 3-hour race. So I'll try my best. That's all I can really do.
Going the distance. I'm Sunny Leonarduzzi at the University of British Columbia for The Express.
Good luck to Nellie. She's competing at the Intercollegiate Athletics Championships in India at the end of May. But you don't have to be competitive to be part of the running community. And here's our Express Spotlight on running for a cause. On June 12th, runners, walkers, and those pushing strollers will participate in the first annual 5K Hospice Hustle to support Canuck Place building a new children's hospice in Abbotsford. Each year in BC, around 130 new cases of childhood cancer are diagnosed. That's the equivalent of 5 classrooms full of kids. The 25th annual Child Run in support of BC Children's Hospital will help raise money to treat and support these kids in hopes of finding a cure. Vancouver frontrunners present the annual Pride Run and Walk at Stanley Park's Lumberman's Arch. The funds raised will go to the Dr. Peter AIDS Care Centre. And that's it for today's Express Running Special. I'm Johanna Warden on behalf of all of us on the show. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you join us next time. Also, you can watch the show online at shawtv.com. We're going to leave you with a last look at some mini Sun Run fun.